Hi, thanks for joining me in another episode of Why Not Go. I'm here in Orlando, and it's February 3rd, and they have a record show, records and CDs. I'm more interested in records and in vinyl. And we just ran into a friend, and he said that they have a lot of dollar records, and I like dollar records. I've got my tote bag here, so I'm going to check it out. I think it's $5 to get in. Apparently there's over 100 vendors, and it's over the whole weekend.
And they have a guitar show here too.
Oh, they have. Oh, Joe says they have.
That's $15, and it's just like.
Oh, they have a guitar show.
It's huge. I don't know.
Oh.
That whole building's all guitars.
Oh, so this building behind me is all guitars. So there's several buildings. I'll just. It's at the Orlando Fairgrounds every year. So I'm just gonna put this around here. So this building.
You could probably go into the door and.
Joe says is guitars. Oh yeah, I see it says guitars.
I mean, they've got every rock guitar there is.
And then I guess a building over here is records. Several buildings here, so we're gonna check it out and see what we have to offer. Oh yeah, people are taking their guitars out. Wow, probably get some good deals. People are coming around and bringing in their. Oh, people got some deals here.
It's like a Les Paul or something. I mean,
yeah.
Nice. Look at that.
Oh, that's pretty. So people are coming out with guitars. People are going in with guitars.
God.
Wish I played
Gotta
guitar.
Go back to playing, yeah.
I know. Yeah, Joe plays guitar. I don't. I played keyboards in a goth band, but that was my repertoire. So we're going to check out the different buildings and see what it's like. We're coming into the guitar show. I guess that's a $15 cover charge. And just kind of have a look at it. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Wow, look at all the guitars. Wow. That's a lot of guitars. Love it. Love it. So that's the guitar area.
So if you just follow this line and go to the end.
People are bringing in their guitars. All right, so we're going to check out what the other buildings have to offer. Okay, so this says the Blockbuster Experience. God, I remember Blockbuster. It went away like in a heartbeat. I remember I used to shop at Blockbuster in Pasadena, and one minute it was there and the next minute it wasn't. Look at this. So it's all Blockbuster video. I guess it's like going to a Blockbuster. Hi. Wow. So what do you have here?
So we are from the LAST Blockbuster in Bend, Oregon, and we teamed up with somebody here in Orlando.
Do you mind if I film you?
No.
Okay. So you're from the LAST Blockbuster?
In Bend, Oregon.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Yeah, we teamed up with somebody in Orlando to kind of give everybody a little bit of nostalgia and do the Blockbuster experience. And we're hoping to be able to do this around the country.
So there Blockbuster, there's no more Blockbuster.
We have one Blockbuster, and it's in Bend, Oregon.
So you're still open?
Yeah, we're still open.
Oh.
We rent movies every single day. So.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So we're just not everybody can go to Bend, Oregon, so we thought,
Where in Oregon?
Bend.
Bend.
Yep, you put your finger in the state, it's right in the middle.
Okay. Oh, the LAST Blockbuster. Is there a movie on it?
Yep, it's a documentary.
Yeah, we're actually playing it right there.
Oh, that's so neat. So you're the LAST Blockbuster that's open.
Yep.
That's and people come in to just rent whatever.
Rent, buy merchandise, because after the pandemic, we can't survive under the rentals anymore.
Yeah.
So we sell merch. We have T-shirts, hats, all kinds of Blockbuster nostalgia stuff.
And so people come in for the experience and also to rent the movies.
Yep.
It's a rental.
At home, it's 99 cents for a week or $3.99 for the new releases. So, yeah.
That's cool.
99 cents for a week.
Yep,
That's
for
like
the older
going
stuff, and the newer
for the
stuff
older
is,
stuff.
And the newer stuff is $3.99.
That's great.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Yeah, so we haven't raised our prices in years.
So you can
And you're doing
online.
You can't do it online. We don't have the inventory to do that, unfortunately.
But you're doing well because that's great.
Yeah, the nostalgia is definitely what's keeping us open at this point. Like I said, the pandemic pretty much killed our profit in rentals, but we're still doing well.
That's great. I was just saying when I was coming in, when I came in, I used to live in Pasadena, California, And I used to love Blockbuster. I go there all the time, like most people. And all of a sudden, it was like, it just seemed like it happened over a weekend. They were all gone.
Yeah, they went really quickly, and they were
just like
franchise store, so that's how we stayed open.
Oh, you were franchised.
And so
Okay.
a lot of the stores, all the stores that stayed open after the end of the bankruptcy were
Oh.
franchisees. So there was probably 100 of us maybe, close to that, and we all got licensing agreements instead of our franchise agreements to keep going.
So you got a license agreement to
And
keep
so
it going.
We just outlasted everybody else.
That is great. I bet there is a real nostalgia.
There is.
They kind of went out, I want to say like 2007 or 8.
Actually closer to 2012.
2012.
Between 2012 and 2015 is when the majority of them closed.
Okay.
And then we were down to probably a couple dozen, and then we became the last one in America in 2018, and the last one in the world in 2019.
The
The last one before us was Perth, Australia. And they closed, and then it's just left us.
The last. Isn't this, I'm just going to put the camera, isn't this great? I'm talking to Sandy. She has the last Blockbuster in the world. In the world? In the world. In Bend, Oregon. So if you're ever in Bend, Oregon, in the middle of the state, check it out. I love it.
Yeah.
99 cents for a week. Yep. That's not bad. That's not bad. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We'll take a look around.
Check it
Yeah,
out.
definitely.
Yeah, that's cool. So that was really neat. I didn't even know what I was going to get, and I come in here, and this is kind of a nostalgic experience. I remember when I lived in Hollywood, I used to go to the Blockbuster right there on Sunset. There was one, there's probably several on Sunset, but I went to the one near Sunset in Fairfax. And I always remember I used to run into, I didn't know her, but I used to run into Winona Ryder. That was her local Blockbuster. I always used to see her in there renting stuff. So this is neat. So this store in Bend, Oregon brings all their Blockbuster movies here, and you can rent and have the Blockbuster experience. I guess we're renting them here. I don't know. Maybe not, because I'm sure they have to go back to Oregon. So that's neat. So they have a lot of older movies. I like the fact they only charge 99 cents for a week for the older movies. I like to buy DVDs because for me, there's a lot of DVDs that I've watched on, oh, hi Bert. That's cool. Love Burt Reynolds. So what I like about DVDs is that you have them forever, because I've subscribed to some channels, Apple TV or whatever it is, Amazon Prime, and they'll have a movie for free for a long time, and then all of a sudden they'll change it, and all of a sudden it's not free anymore. So I always feel like with the internet, you might think, oh, I get all these movies for free, but they might not be free forever. So I like buying DVDs when I can. So, oh, cool, Zookeeper. Well, this is great, the Blockbuster experience. All right, so we're going to continue on and see what else is here. I'm already surprised how much is here. We're not even at the records yet. Just going to say goodbye to Arnie there. True Lies. That's so funny. He was so much younger then. All right, so we're here at the record show. We made it, and that's cute. So Orlando Record Show. Matt Jeff Records. Cool. So we're coming on in.
Actually, the diet sodas, your body thinks they're regular sugar.
All right. It's big. Okay, we're at our first booth that we're kind of spending some time at. That gentleman there with the hat has a record store in Miami. And I thought this was kind of neat. Cyndi Lauper with the picture disc. And then he's got this one with all her hits for $10. It's funny, back in the 80s, I didn't think that much of Cyndi Lauper. I mean, I kind of liked her music, but yeah, I thought she was very commercial, and now I kind of appreciate her more. So this has a lot of hits. And then this one I'm thinking of getting. It's obviously David Bowie's last concert at the Hammersmith Odeon from the film. So yeah, so I don't know. I don't have that. I have a lot of Bowie, but I don't have that. So that is tempting. And this is a cool record. It's a David Bowie interview record, a promotion that they gave out to DJs. And isn't that cool? So you're the interviewer because there's no talking before he answers questions. So they gave this to DJs so the DJ could act like Bowie was in the studio, but he really wasn't. That's a piece of history there, that's for sure. Only given to DJs. That's cool. Okay, we're finding more Bowie. This is $200. Man of Words, Man of Music. And I think that was one of his first albums. It has Space Oddity on it. We'll just flip it over and see the back. Wow. So Space Oddity, Unwashed, and Somewhat Slightly Dazed. I love that song. Letter to Hermione. Hermione was his girlfriend at the time. And Signet Committee. I think he did Signet Committee on another album. That's rare, $200. That's beautiful. Beautiful.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so.
Yeah. So they got some rare records here. The Seeds, $50. Oh my God, who's this guy? Jason Go?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with them.
$600? I don't know who that is. Ooh. Belly Dancing Fever.
Kiss.
Oh, Kiss. All right. Gotta love Kiss.
Over there, some posters. Kiss the guy.
And this is neat. I have this one. This is live at the Santa Monica Civic in 1972. He played. I saw him in 1973. And that one's $175.
Who's your buddy? You were asking about him when we were doing B-sides the other night.
Peter Criss. Wow. How much is that?
1982.
Yeah, he was decent looking. So Velvet Underground, $225. Motley Crue. Got some rare records here. Overkill.
1200. This Beatles one.
Oh, wow.
That's nice, rare.
Beatles, 1964. Wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Garden in Scotland.
I'm looking at rare stuff because I shop a lot at record stores for dollar records, but it's kind of neat to look at rare stuff. That's a Joy Division Italian factory records, and I guess it was a misprint, so that's rare. And this one I just wanted to show. It's really a special Bowie record. Where is it? Where's David? Oh, that's a fan club, David Bowie fan club, Heroes. I guess it's a pamphlet of the fan club. So that's $150. And let me just, where was David? Let's see. Oh, this one. Look at that, $300 Aladdin Sane promo for the fan club. Looks like it was for DJs because it says, has some information there about playing on the radio. That's neat. That's beautiful. I still remember the first time I bought that album when it came out, 73. So great. All right, so it's a big room. Very big room. Lots of records to go through. You can't possibly see everything. Here at another booth, and I just I said hello to this fascinating woman here. What's your name?
Toby Goldstein.
Toby Goldstein. And you used to work for Cream.
Cream, among many other
Wow,
magazines.
I just lived on Cream. I lived on Cream and Rock Scene. Do you remember that one?
I sure do.
And
That
Hit
was-
Parader.
Yes, hit parader.
Yeah, yeah.
I wrote
Did you know Lisa Robinson?
Yes.
I bet you did. Yeah.
Everybody in New York knew Lisa.
Yeah, she was like I just remember her. And
Queen Bee.
was she the Queen Bee? Who did she write for? I don't remember.
Well, Roxine was her magazine.
Roxine, that's
Yeah.
right. I loved Cream. I loved Roxine. Roxine had more pictures, I remember.
Yes.
Yeah, not as much text. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that's really cool. So you have memorabilia from when you worked for Cream?
I have memorabilia from the 60s through the present. I have a very large collection of stuff because I was a journalist straight out of college until the mid-90s. And
That's
international. I did some work in Canada. I did a lot of work in the UK.
Oh, that is so great.
And I was a press agent. My first big job was working one of a million people on the Alice Cooper $1 Billion Babies tour in 1973.
Yeah, I saw that tour. That was a great tour.
It was.
Yeah. Wow, I saw him at the Forum, I think, for that tour. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, wow. I just uploaded a video that I did. It was just sort of like a memory video of the Sex Pistols American tour. Do you remember that?
I did.
Yeah.
I did not see them on the
Yeah, they didn't
American
play New
tour,
York. Yeah. But I think Lisa Robinson was there. That's why I was just thinking of it. Yeah.
I did see the Sex Pistols with the Clash at the opening act at the very famous 100 Club in London.
Oh my God.
A friend of mine there, at the time he was managing the Damned, and he said,
Jake Riviera?
no, his name was Rick Rogers.
Okay.
Jake Riviera was the head of Stiff, I believe.
Yes, yes.
And he got me in, and he said, make sure you stand in the back because they'll be throwing things. And I did, and they were.
They were throwing things at the Pistols?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
And
At the
each
100
other.
Club?
This
Oh.
was 1976, I think.
Yeah.
This was when it all started. I'm
Wow.
one of the old CBGB's people, too.
I love it.
Yeah, I did open an article that I wrote in Cream that said the first line is Joey Ramone is not my brother, because people used to think we were related.
You and Joey Ramone, really?
Yeah, basically, two kids from the boroughs.
Oh, I love it.
We were very close in age. And,
We were in New York a few months ago, and I went to where CBGB's, the location. It's a clothing store now, obviously.
It's so sad.
It is sad. I mean, I never went there. I grew up in LA, but they kept the walls, of course, the graffitied walls.
I'm glad they did that.
But that's it. It's like, yeah, it's not a club anymore.
I know. The scene has changed.
Wow.
There were many good clubs, but
Yeah.
CBGB's had, I saw the weirdest things there. I saw Spinal Tap.
Really?
I did a one-off show there.
Spinal Tap played CBGB's? Oh my
This
God.
was the kind of thing where your friends called you up and said,
Yeah.
especially my friend who was a photographer, because she knew about all this stuff.
Yeah.
CBGB's Public Image, they played there.
Public Image played CBGB's? I had no idea.
They would be like one-off deals.
Just one-off like shows.
Yeah.
Wow, that must have been something.
It was great. It was, nobody except maybe some of the artists made money off of this, but it was.
Yeah.
It was a great living.
Oh, I
and
bet.
I still have friends from that era.
I really admire you going into like rock journalism at such an early age. That's so great.
My family were very working class, grew up in the Bronx, and they said, we don't have any connections. We can't help you.
Yeah.
I was very lucky.
Yeah.
There were a couple of great radio stations in New York at the time, and it was like a high school correspondent for WMCA, Home of the Good Guys. And then when I graduated with a media degree from City University of New York, I sent out resumes to all the radio stations in New York, and I got to work for the program director at WMCA.
Oh my
The
God.
last 9 months they were a rock station. Then they converted to a talk format. I stayed part-time, producing a show on the weekends. But during that time that they were a rock station, it was just like...
Oh, I bet. And
God
how
gave
great
me
that you
this.
got a job like that right out of
I know.
college.
So that kind of inspired me to, I started writing through people I knew. I started writing in very small magazines, and then went to larger magazines. And then my first PR job was in Polydor Records back in 1970.
I remember Polydor, yeah.
2, 3, when Slade came in for the first time.
Slade, the glitter band.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember
yes.
Slade.
Yes. Well, that came
Naughty,
up to the
was it
office.
Naughty Holder?
Naughty Holder,
Yeah, I remember.
yes,
God,
absolutely.
I don't know if many people remember Naughty Holder.
Oh no, I think I have a photo of all of us publicity girls
Yeah.
with the band, and I did put that up on Facebook.
I
a while
remember,
ago.
yeah.
So, and from there it was just like, you go from place to place.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of talented women in New York who probably did not get their due. But several
As
of them-
journalists, you mean? Or as
journalists,
PR?
press agents,
Uh-huh.
everybody gave us a hard time.
Really?
Yeah, we just persisted. But several of them still have their own public relations companies.
Oh, that's great.
Melanie Rogers and Carol Kay.
Uh-huh.
They are both phenomenally talented
As PR people,
as
yes.
PR people
Yes.
and as human beings. I'm
Yes.
proud to call them friends for all these years.
Yeah.
And so, like everything else, if it's something that is very desirable, it's not easy, but if you persist, you have a shot.
Yeah. Well, I really admire you because it's like it's not easy to go into something like rock journalism at that time, but also so soon after getting out of college. And then you got into Cream magazine.
I did a few years later, and I just did all kinds of stuff for them. They were great. I also was the U.S. editor of one of the old British music weeklies, Sounds.
I remember Sounds.
Yeah.
I lived in Britain from 1978 to 1980. And I got the 3 papers every week, Sounds, Melody Maker, and NME. Yeah.
Right. I did a few pieces for the NME freelance.
Oh, yeah?
The craziest office I've ever been in. It was
really?
like the height of punk, so.
Yeah. 77, yeah.
76, 77. Yeah.
Wow.
I used to go to England every year. And, I was there for the whole summer of 1967.
Oh, my
And
God.
my best friend at the then, and 2 other girls from college. And they had no interest in going to an all-night show, but I went to the Alexandra Palace, and I saw Pink Floyd with Sid Barrett.
Oh, wow.
That's it. Yeah. I was the only person there not on drugs.
I think if I did that, I'd put that on my gravestone. I saw Pink Floyd with Sid Barrett. It's like, I mean, you can just die happy after that, yeah.
I just saw the couple of months ago. I saw the Pink Floyd movie about Sid Barrett.
Oh, yeah?
Over at the Enzian Theater. Not far from here.
Yeah, we should have gone to that.
Wonderful.
Is it good? Oh, I love the Enzian. We go there a lot. Right, Toby is telling me another story about Bowie at HMV record shop in 1967.
1967.
And he's watching people buy his first record.
Exactly, which was on the Jerem label. It was when he was doing some of the show tunes and
Right.
early, and he looked like a little mod.
Yeah, he was very mod looking.
Very mod. And my dear friend, who was also a wonderful, wonderful publicist and writer in the music business, Janice Schacht. I want to remember her memory. And she and I went there, and we saw him, and we looked at the album, and we looked at him, and she went and bought the album, and then we came back a few
So
days
he's
later.
watching people
buy the album.
watch people buy his album.
Right, and we were just too in awe to say anything.
Oh, that is so cool.
Teenagers then.
He must have been so excited to have his album in HMV and his first album that he wanted to watch people buy it.
Right, exactly. And so she bought it first, and then a few days later we came back and I bought it, and we both got into the music business. Janice was the publicist at Sire Records during the original punk era.
Oh my God.
So
that is
so typical of my great friends, the women in the music business.
I love women in the music business. I love it. I did a few music reviews in the 80s for a magazine called Music Connection in LA, but nothing on the level of what you did. But I did enjoy it. And there's not that many women that did it back then, and I don't even know if there's a music industry anymore, but yeah.
It's on a different level. I think a lot of it is online, a lot of podcasts, things like that.
Yeah, not so much print. Well, thank you for that Bowie story. That is just, the idea of him watching people buy his record in the shop.
It's a classic.
He must have been so excited.
I hope so.
Yeah, I always admire people because it's rare that, you know, they're not musicians and they don't, you know, they're not stars, but they make money and have a career in rock and roll. I think it's not easy.
No, it is not.
Yeah, it's not easy, and I commend you on that.
Thank you. Thank you
That's
so much.
really cool. What's your name again?
Toby Goldstein.
Toby Goldstein. I'm just gonna, there.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's. I just want to say it's amazing you come to a record place. You think you're just gonna buy records and you meet someone like Toby
I'll
Goldstein.
do one more. One,
I mean,
two, three.
It's like a legend. Yeah.
Okay, I'll
That's
do
great.
one more.
Thank you.
One,
Thank
two,
you.
three.
All right, so we got some old magazines, some old papers, music papers, Times Literary Supplement, fun stuff, and a lot of New Musical Express, NMEs. Beautiful. It was really a thin magazine back then. I love that. Got some old ones from the 60s.
We have a John Lydon in here,
Yeah, I got some punk ones.
so you can find.
Yeah, those are the
those.
70s ones there. Dave Edmunds, Ramones, Ian Dury. He passed away not that long ago, I think. So we have one with polystyrene on the cover. I
See if I
love
can find it.
polystyrene. New
Anyways,
Musical
oh, here
Express.
she is.
Yeah, polystyrene. Oh, look at that. That is good. That's really neat.
May 13th, 1978.
Yeah, May 13th, 1978.
X-ray specs.
Love her. Polystyrene. That's so great. Living history. All right, we're just putting our records in the car, and then we're going to go back into the show one more time and see if there's anything else. So besides the old NME issues that we got a few odds and ends. This I got from Toby Goldstein, the woman with all those great stories. She gave this to me for free, the Berlin single Sex. And then she she sold me this Jerry Lee Lewis record from Sun Records. She told me she actually got that from the Sun Records warehouse. What is it? What'd I Say? And the B-side is Livin', Lovin', Wreck. Livin', Lovin', Wreck. I just love that label. And then this I bought from her for $50. I know it's a little pricey, but I just thought, I just used to love Rock Scene magazine. So this is from January '77. I love that cover there. And then it says Punk Rock versus Roller Mania. That is just classic. Bay City Rollers versus Punk Rock. And a picture of Robert Plant there. I think she worked for Rock Scene as well as Cream. She had such great stories. But I think my favorite story was when she was talking about in 1967, she was in London and she was in the HMV shop on Oxford Street, and her friend were buying David Bowie's first record. I think it was on Decca, and he was standing in the corner just watching people buy his record. He wanted to see people actually buy his record. So I don't know if he stood there for hours, but I just love that. I love that story. It just shows how new he was, how young he was, and how excited he was to have his first record out, and he wanted to actually see people buy it. I just thought that was just a beautiful story. She said, maybe I'll put that record, a photo of it in the video, but she said the record, on the record and in person, he was still looking like a mod. He had the kind of mod haircut like the Who had, so I just loved her stories. Toby Goldstein, she was priceless. So I got that from her. And then I just got a few cheap records. I love Martin Denny. I love Hawaiian music, tiki music. So I got that for $5. And then I got this old Ed Sullivan record. I love time capsules like this. Library of the World's Great Music. I got this for $3. And it's sealed. It's never been played. So that's neat. And then I got this for cheap. I think this was $1 or $2. Another kind of tiki Hawaiian record, Arthur Lyman. And then lastly, I got this I guess it was $3. No, it was $1.50. These were half price. $1.50. I got an old Ian Hunter record. I love Ian Hunter. I love Mott the Hoople. I don't know if I have this record. I don't think I do. But if I do, it was only $1.50. So that's what we got besides the New Musical Express, all those old issues. But yeah, I loved meeting Toby Goldstein. She was fabulous. All right, that was a lot of fun. We were there for a few hours, and we got NME, New Musical Express issues. That was really great. I love that. So many interesting people you meet at record stores and record conventions like this. It was so great. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time, I'll be seeing ya.